today. I hope everyone's having an amazing, awesome day. The sun is shining. It's in my eyes and I'm loving it because I don't want winter to come. So today was really cool. I actually had to take back a pair of shoes and I went into Playmakers, and if anyone ever needs a pair of shoes, Playmakers is amazing. You actually have 60 days to try out the shoe, and if you don't like them, you can return them. Anyway, so it's been a little bit of a battlefield that Kurt and I have been in the last couple days. Kurt is actually running for school board, and oh my goodness, holy guacamole, I did not realize how persecuted we would be, right? Like, there's a lot of people that have opinions, right? And it's okay because everyone is valid to their own opinion. But anyway, so it's just been just one of those days but the goodness of God, right? And I'm listening to that song right now because ultimately God wins, right? So what are we worried about, and why would we worry about tomorrow when tomorrow is not even here, or tomorrow is not promised? So I walk in and I'm returning my shoes, and this lady has a feather tattoo on, and I said, oh my gosh, you don't even know how bad I needed that feather. And she goes, well, you have feather earrings in, and she goes, I needed that too. And I said, oh my gosh, God is so good. I'm like, he just shows up and shows off. And I said, you're a blessing to me. And she's like, oh, you're a blessing to me too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just so good. Like, you know, there are good people out there, right? I mean, 99.9% of the people are good. It's just that, you know, 0.1 that might not be. So then I went into another store and I just asked the guy, the cashier working there, I'm like, oh, how's your day going? And he's like, not good. And I'm like, oh my gosh, well, why not? He said, well, my manager said I'm in the way and I'm an inconvenience. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I'll be praying for you. I'm like, just keep being a bright, shining light. He's like, yeah, I wanted to leave and I wanted to walk out the door, but I said, you know what, just keep being a bright, shiny light and just keep being awesome. And I'm like, how much longer do you have? He's like, I'm working till 10. I said, it's okay. I'm like, just keep on keeping on. I'm like, keep being awesome. And he's like, thank you so much. But you know what? Hurt people, right? Like, you don't know why that person is treating you like that. Like, I was bullied in high school, like really bad. Like, people tried running me over and throwing stuff at me and whatever. But you know what? They were hurting. Like, they came from broken homes. So you just don't know what that person is going through. So just give them grace and, you know, try to love them where they're at, even though it's hard in that situation. But you know what? I said this to a person I worked with today. I'm like, you know what? If we just all pictured everyone's face as Jesus, I'm like, how awesome would that be? I'm like, we would just sit there and just think everyone is so awesome. So why don't we just do that, right? And then, you know what? Picturing Jesus on the cross for what he has done for us. And you know what? When you're having an issue, like, just think of this. I know Terry Brady from Life said this one time. She's like, when you're having an issue, why don't you take a ladder, and when Jesus is hanging up on the cross, go and whisper it in his ear and tell him your problem. I'm like, ooh, my problem is not bad at all compared to what he sacrificed for us. So you know what? Just keep digging in and being around awesome people and like-minded people and encouraging other people, because you don't know what they're going through. So I just hope you have an amazing, awesome night, and can't wait to see what God's going to do tomorrow.